idea. I'll probably sit for now.
Can you do me a favor?
Mail time, everyone. Vero, Kip, P-Cap, Carl. Ooh, another one for Vero. Carl again, Sophia, Exton, Ningo, and one for accounting.
Losing your touch, Ben.
Perfect, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. A wonderful rendition of the national anthem down below as we bring you, some exciting Major League Ultimate display here today. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Don Boyle and Tony Leonardo alongside on a gleaming afternoon here in Randolph, New Jersey at Randolph High School. And we certainly say thank you to the folks here at Randolph High School for making us feel so comfortable today. And I know, Tony, you're excited about this matchup.
Well, I think we got a great start of what could be a wonderful tradition between two cities that know each other well, and see a bunch of players that have seen each other a lot. And this is going to start something pretty magnificent again for these Philadelphia and New York.
Philadelphia Spinners taking on the New York Rumble. Game time temperature, I'm going to guess, with that wind, feels like it's about 32 degrees to me, but it's a little warmer than that with the sunshine outside, probably about 55 degrees or so. And I don't know how the wind will affect play today. I've seen it in the past affect play and change some strategies out there, Tony.
It looked a little bit gusty. If it gets up to 20, I think it's going to affect. It'll definitely affect play. We'll see how much.
Interesting to see how much this game will play into the upcoming rivalries between these two teams as they continue to play throughout the regular season. So it should be a lot of fun.
I think in terms of the rivalries, this preseason match, we're not going to see too much of that. I think they're going to be focused on themselves and finding out, how their teams are going to really, decide for themselves, and then we'll see that rivalry develop over the course of the season for sure.
That's right. You might see a couple of roster changes after today's game. If guys play well, of course, they get a chance to continue. For those who find that bump on the road, it could be a little more difficult, but certainly expecting an exciting one here today. These guys in shape yet? You think they're ready for it? The rigors of a long game like this?
From the New York side, Don, I've been playing with a lot of these guys in some Ultimate matches, and they play a Monday night pickup game that's high level. So they've been trying to stay in shape for sure, and I know Philly's got a tradition of that too. So I expect them to be in pretty decent shape.
The Spinners will be in the white uniforms with the white numerals here today. I think they're going to change that at some particular point. It looks like they have a little black trim on the outside of those numerals, so you can kind of see them out there. And then for the Rumble, they're in their green and gold, I guess you call it, a little bit of black on those uniforms, two sharp-looking uniforms on both these teams. The Rumble relatively new, right? When you talk about the Spinners, they had a chance to play a lot of these guys collectively together in a very successful year.
Well, and that's what they'll tell you too. The Rumble told me already that the Spinners are going to have an advantage having come over from another league and a system similar to what we're seeing here on the pro side. So, and having won it last year, so no doubt the Spinners are going to be the more familiar team with the field, the refs, and everything that's happening. But let's not discount, what the Rumble's going to bring.
All right, let's go down the field side for a quick interview.
We got a sideline reporter, Antoine.
Hey, what's up, MLU fans? I'm here with Coach Billy Maroon for the Philadelphia Spinners. Billy, how are you feeling today?
Good, great.
Good. What's the attitude going into today's game? What are the players feeling like, and what are you feeling like?
Well, we're treating this like our last practice, our last chance to evaluate players, to figure out what their exact role is on the team. We're not going to pay too much attention to the score until late in the game, but everyone's going to get equal time in the first half, and then we're going to go from there.
What are you hoping to accomplish after today's game?
We're going to try to evaluate the tape and see what our strengths and weaknesses are, and then go from there.
Are you expecting big things in this game against New York Rumble? What are your expectations of playing this team?
We're going to focus on ourselves. We might experiment with some double teaming and things like that in the second and third quarter. But we expect a tough fight because we know those guys, and a bunch of those guys used to play on this team last year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a couple questions about that. We can talk about this later, but you do have some guys on the New York
Antoine,
Rumble
of
that play for
course,
the
with
Philadelphia
the
Spinners.
outstanding coach of the Spinners, Billy Maroon, as we're just about ready with the start of this one, with the opening pull and the disc to be controlled by New York. So the Rumble with their first foray as they'll move it up the field, and we'll quickly find out about some of these strategies. There's a long huck down the field, and it's accurately thrown and caught